Alright guys and girls, it's Jerningham here. Breaking news, manhunt as Birmingham stabbing leaves 1 dead and 7 injured. Part more to the news, different news channel.
Police have launched a murder investigation after 1 person was killed and 7 others injured in a series of stabbings in the city centre overnight. 2 of those injuries are said to be serious, and a manhunt is now underway for a lone suspect. The violence started just after midnight on Constitution Hill in the Snow area of the city centre. 3 more attacks were reported as this attacker made their way south towards the Arcadian Centre. Now, we've been hearing from the emergency services about details of the night in the last hour.
Just after 12:30 last night, the police received reports of a stabbing incident up in Constitution Hill, just to the north of the city centre. Shortly after, a number of other incidents were reported in Livery Street, then coming down to the south of the city centre onto Irving Street, and then into Hurst Street. At each of those incidents, a number of stabbings took place. As a result of that, I'm sorry to say that 1 person has died of the injuries that they received. 2 other people remain in hospital, critically injured, and are still being worked upon as a result of the injuries that they sustained during that attack. 5 other people received relatively minor injuries, some of whom have been discharged from hospital, and all of whom were treated for relatively minor injuries. Given the fact that we are still in the early stages of the inquiry, I hope that you appreciate I can't go into the details of those people who have been injured and clearly in terms of the fatality. What I can do is reassure you all that they are going to be supported and their families will be supported by specially trained officers. As a result of this, we have launched a murder inquiry. Clearly, we're still in the early stages of that inquiry, but what I can say is that we are treating all 4 of those incidents as a linked series. We are searching for 1 suspect, and inquiries to identify and then trace that suspect are ongoing. Given the nature of the fact we're talking about a city centre, there is extensive CCTV footage to trawl and review. At this stage, we are unable to release any of the CCTV imagery, but as soon as we can, we will do so, because what we are going to do is make an appeal to anyone who was in the area at that time to help us trace and identify this subject.
I think this was different because of the information that was coming in. We knew that we had, an attacker with a knife going around randomly stabbing people, where most of the incidents, obviously, that we attend, are a single person that attacks a single individual. So the fact that this was slightly different and slightly challenged and slightly more traumatic is that we had an ongoing incident, and therefore we didn't really know at what point that would end. So, as the night went on, there was a heightened state of awareness, definitely with the commanders and also with the ambulance staff, to ensure that we was able to put, a real focus on supporting those staff members throughout the course of the night.
Wow. I don't know what to say about that then. Right. Thank you for joining me in this. Hopefully they'll find the attacker sooner or later. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and girls, see you next one. Peace.